next video on the mother wound and its impact on us on our day-to-day, in our day-to-day. So picking up from the death mother and the mother wound, that anything outside of what the culture and what the familial landscape says is acceptable creates this division, creates this good and bad, creates this polar. And so we live in this space of whether I'm a good girl or a bad girl. And when we're navigating that, that mother wound culture within ourselves as well as outside of ourselves, there's lots of segregation. There's lots of rules. There's lots of one way or the other. There's lots of black and white. There's lots of hierarchical ways of being the top dog, the underdog. There's lots of judgment. There's lots of mental health. There's lots of it's almost like a cutting off of, a dismembering parts of the body that don't fit in to the norm, that don't fit into the ideology, that don't fit into the colonized way of living and acceptance and the privilege. And so this is when you start to get those people that are divergent or not fitting that white male narrative of being the top dog. There's variations in that. So that's when these kinds of groups start to feel more violence and oppression from that ideology, from the way it's set, because we need to fall into this good or bad category, or because if we don't, if we're kind of in the middle and we're kind of in this, this whole part of self instead of this segregated part, then we start to question the death parent. We start to question and we start to tend to the mother wound, and that kind of starts to rock the equilibrium for the death parent that's in a position of power.